What's up, everybody? It's Wes and Andy. Welcome back. Another edition of Tuesday Night Random Fandom. This one, number 71. I can't believe it. 71.
Yep. Week of August 13th, 2024.
2024, man.
Yep.
Summer's almost over.
It's flying by.
I hate to say that because I feel like it just got started.
Yeah. We had like 3 weeks of super hot and now it's dropped off.
It got warm again today, though. I think we topped it at 27 degrees Celsius in this part of the province today.
Nice.
Which is pretty reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm going to get much swimming in for the rest of the year. The pool was great there for that hot period. We had it, I think, in the Fahrenheit, we topped it out at 80, 88, 89.
Nice.
It was almost like bath water. And then it immediately dropped off. And when I checked it the other day, it was like 76. And I'm like, that's still swimmable. That's still totally swimmable. But I mean, compared to 88 and 89, it's like
a bit more shocking.
Yeah, that's the difference between a wetsuit or not. No, I don't mean that. Maybe I do. I don't know.
Well, if you go swimming, you will get a wetsuit.
You deserve that. A wet suit.
Yes, you will.
Wow. Lots of stuff going on since the last time we sat down and did one of these. We had the Olympics.
Yep.
We had the D23 Disney Expo over the weekend, so there's lots to talk about there.
I didn't get some of the stuff that wasn't officially released out yet, but
I sent myself a note.
Because like that one Mando trailer leak.
Is it? It's not really a is it a trailer or is it a sizzle reel? I'm going to call it a sizzle reel until we get an official release. But it is the footage that they showed them at D23. It looked very interesting, by the way.
It's got Zeb in it, so awesome that they're reusing the character.
New shippy ship.
Yeah, looks like it.
Can I say it?
Yeah,
Can I say it? It's a new old ship, old new ship.
It's oldest news.
Another Razor Crest.
Which is good because now everybody that went in on the HasLab one can be like, okay, thank God it's back.
Was this the plan all along?
It must be. The N1's just his like Sunday driver.
He was very particular about that too, about wanting when he was shopping for a new ship, he wanted another. It's got to be a Razor Crest.
Yeah.
And like you said, it was Pelly making the N1 for him was kind of a for now.
Yeah.
For now.
And she did dress it up pretty good.
Well, now the question is, because I like the N1, what's going to happen to that?
Well, it could be like the Ghost and have like the N1 just
dock with it
right to it.
Dock with the Razor Crest.
Yeah.
As a secondary. Oh, that would be a weird. Oh, I like that idea.
Or even better, we have it like Voltron up and become part of the ship. That way the N1 engines increase the power. And
right. Contribute to the Razor Crest.
Because like we saw what he could do without it, with just the Razor Crest engines. With a little more boost.
With the Razor Crest being a more, I wouldn't say a freighter, but a larger ship, you'd have to put the N1 on the top, I think.
Yeah.
But that would be cool, going from 2 engines to 4.
Yeah. And just think of the toys.
Oh, I know. Speaking of toys, we got some new Black Series reveals. In fact, it's funny because I've been seeing these pictures for days, and just today, Hasbro Pulse showed off the official solicitation photos for the next wave of the Andor wave, the upcoming Andor wave of Black Series figures.
I did not see that.
Yeah, the pictures are out there. Nothing earth-shattering. Nothing earth-shattering.
I could see like a re-release of like Cassian, and
so it's another deco. It's another.
Is it a new deco on that?
A new costume. I don't know if it's a new head sculpt, but definitely a new costume.
Okay.
We're getting K2SO again,
Yeah.
which is kind of laughable because K2SO has been released as K2SO twice before, and then plus we've gotten variations of the KX security droid in the gaming greats for Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order. So another chance to pick up a KX security droid if you don't have enough of them already.
Make a fleet.
This one has no pupils.
Oh.
That's a big deal. Version 1 and version 2 of K2SO. Pupils, no pupils. I got the pupils.
Well, there you go.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
And then the one that I'm most looking forward to, Dedra Miro.
Mm.
Finally getting Dedra Miro, the ISB agent. So I'm very excited about that. Seeing as we don't have photos of it, it's good we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Man, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're right into the news, and we haven't even stopped to talk about
the Random Fandom Trivia.
Maybe we should get back to that.
Yeah, we should. There's Sean, though.
No, Sean says, I'm cool with any new Star Wars figures. You know, I really am too. I just have to be more selective because of the price point.
It's getting scary out there.
Oh, sorry. And the other one in that wave, not related to Andor, is a new single release of Darth Maul as Darth Maul.
I did get that one.
I believe. You get the one with the speeder?
I did.
Okay, so I believe it is the same mold without the overrobe, but it looks like new soft goods for the underrobe.
Yeah,
and definitely looks like new sculpting because the legs are not all janky like the original release. Oh yeah, speaking of trivia, let's get back to that thing.
Alrighty,
trivia, yeah.
Trivia. Let's get in here.
So,
question for everyone.
Get off my lawn.
In 1986, Clint Eastwood was elected mayor of which California town?
Get out of my town.
Was it A, Palm Springs, B, Pasadena, C, Santa Barbara, or D, Carmel?
I used to know this. Funny, I know I've got a 25% chance of getting this right.
Yes, you do.
It's a little old lady from Pasadena. That's what I'm going with.
Fair enough.
I don't remember. I think it's Pasadena, but I don't remember.
Fair enough.
I think is George Lucas from Pasadena?
I don't know for sure.
I think he is.
It's probably something I should know, but I don't.
I think I would know that too, but I don't. I really don't.
Sean's going with D, Carmel.
Checking in with Carmel.
So, since we've only got Sean watching right now, I guess we don't need to play the...
Oh, I was wrong. George Lucas is from Modesto.
Oh, okay.
Modesto, California.
Fair enough. I guess we don't need the...
Do we not?
30-second...
well, I guess we don't. We've only got
music.
We've only got one tonight, so
yeah.
This one's for you, Sean.
And you know what, Sean? You are right.
It was Carmel. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
What am I? I'm looking for the thing here. Where is it? The thing is, I gotta switch pages, and every time I do that,
it gets confusticated.
It does, and so I'm looking for. By the time I found it, it's this awkward pause. Wait a minute. Hold your appreciation until I get the button. Okay, here we go. There we go. I got it.
Yeah. So he earned around $200 a month at that job, but he donated it to the Carmel Youth Center.
Oh, really?
He helped make ice cream legal to consume on city streets. Hardcore.
Did you say 86?
Yeah.
You couldn't eat ice cream in Carmel?
Streets of Carmel, no.
Prior to his mayorship.
Yep. He also added public restrooms to the public beach. So,
sorry, what?
Public restrooms for the beach.
Oh,
that way you didn't have to poop in the sand.
Well, listen. Don't get me talking about pooping in the sand because I've done that. Not on a beach.
In a desert?
In a desert. Not in this country.
Well,
but have pooped in the sand.
Got to do what you got to do. And I guess before he
sure
got these restrooms added, that's what people might have had to do before that.
Oh, people are gross, so I wouldn't be surprised. Sean says, I just took a shot at it. It was the only city that I didn't know.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah.
He also got a city library annex building built during his term as well. And he served for 2 years and then decided not for me and did not run for a second term. Went back to acting.
I think it was Sonny Bono was the mayor of Palm Springs at one time.
Maybe.
I think it was Sonny Bono.
There's been some famous political folks, not just Trump. Like
No, like
Arnold.
yeah, so Arnold, governor
Jesse Ventura.
of California, governor of Minnesota.
That's right.
Have a beatdown, governor beatdown.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going with Jesse on that one.
Yeah, Jesse
Arnold
probably
lifted
did.
heavy stuff. Jesse threw people around.
True.
And Jesse was also
He was the body.
he was the body.
Jesse the body Ventura.
Don't quote me on this. I don't want to say
And
something that
he ain't got time to bleed.
No.
No.
I was agreeing with you. No, he ain't got time to bleed.
That's right. Did we ever get a Jesse Ventura action figure from Predator? Or did we just end up getting Dutch?
No, we didn't get Dutch at all. Oh, sorry. Dutch is the only one.
Yeah.
Is the only one we got. We didn't get any of the other human characters.
Damn, we need like a Billy. We need a Jesse Ventura.
I agree. And I don't know. I mean, that's
Another Carl Weathers.
I have seen a custom Carl Weathers done using one of the
Rocky
heads.
sculpts.
Yeah.
That'd work.
On a Dutch body.
Well, when they do that whole, arm lock thing, they basically got the same size biceps.
Good for Carl too.
Yeah. But all right, our first news item of the evening.
Oh boy.
This one sucks. Fans of the Pokemon series are in mourning because on August 10th, 2024, Rachel Lillis passed away. She was the American voice of Misty and Jessie.
She did both of those?
She did.
I didn't realize that they were the same actor.
Yeah, she was only 46 years old.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Do we have a cause of death?
Breast cancer, unfortunately.
Oh, that cancer sucks, man.
Yeah.
It is so awful.
Yeah. She's got other English language voice acting credits for adaptations, including Your Lie in the April TV series, Hunter x Hunter, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mobile Suit Gundam.
Oh, really?
And the role of Satsuki in the 1992 TV series Guardian of Darkness.
I don't know most of those.
Yeah. So I guess she was sticking a lot to the anime type stuff, but
yeah, but I mean, it's kind of once you're in there, you're in, right? Like,
yeah. Other Pokemon alumni, Veronica Taylor, posted, "It is with a very heavy heart that I share this news of the passing of Rachel Lillis on Saturday evening, 10th of August, 2024. Rachel was an extraordinary talent, a bright light that shone through her voice, whether speaking or singing. She will forever be remembered for the many animated roles she played, with her iconic performances as Pokemon's Misty and Jessie being the most beloved."
That's really too bad.
Yeah. Born in Niagara Falls, New York. Back in 78.
Just across the river.
Just across.
Just across the river.
Yeah. So condolences go out to her family and fans, and
it won't be the same watching it now.
No, that's like huge contribution right there.
I'm thinking
on both sides of the good and evil, right?
46, and I'm thinking the original Pokemon was on when my oldest son was young.
Yeah, it was she did it for 423 episodes.
Yeah, that's
between
hugely long
1997 and 2015.
97. So let me just do the math on this, because you said she was 46.
Yep.
2024 minus 1997. That's 27 years. 46 minus 27. 19. 19. Man, that must have been like one of her first jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, so sad. I'm very sorry for that.
Yeah. But let's move on to the next one here.
Yes.
And this is a good one.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So coming out of D23, they released the official trailer for Skeleton Crew.
If I had a tail, it'd be wagging right now.
And not only that, but they had a display up at the event itself, showcasing some of the characters that are going to be, I guess, antagonizing our heroes.
Doesn't that look good?
It does look so good.
I saw this and went, wait a second. Wait a second.
Wes knows who these guys are.
Well, I don't know who they are. I definitely know who
we assume
he is.
Yes.
We've got a looks like a cross section of our pirate characters, including our new droid. It's not clear from the trailer if this is a pirate droid, if this is an antagonist or friendly to the child or children protagonists of the show, but He's got a peg leg.
Based on the trailer, I think he might be sympathetic to our kids because if I'm not mistaken, he says, don't trust anyone in the galaxy.
Yeah. On the far left, we've got basically what I believe is a Shistavanen Wolfman.
Mm-hmm. That goes all the way back to A New Hope, doesn't it?
Right back to the original Cantina scene.
Yeah.
When they were just recycling Halloween masks. I like that. We've got a Gran, the three-eyed Gran. We saw them in the Galactic Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, our next guy, I was like, oh, this guy looks familiar. He's male Nycto species. And looking at the jewelry that he's wearing and the trench coat, I'm like, does he not look like the guy from The Mandalorian?
Bailed out at the end of the battle.
I had to go back and watch it because I thought he got dusted. Like there was the starfighter battle.
Yeah.
Nope. He made it. He took the fighter and he left when Gorian Shard's Corsair was under attack. He basically said, time for us to part ways. And he took the fighter and fled.
Yep.
So it looks like he's cut a name for himself in the pirate world.
And that could give us an indication of time frame for this particular series.
His name is Vane, Vane, Vane the pirate.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that he's standing on what looks like a chest of loot.
Credits and gold.
It does look like gold. It could be credits. Could be Imperial credits. They kind of look like the things we saw in Andor.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of
mini
cool.
gold bars, I guess.
I like the fact that this is tied in with the larger Mandoverse, so we know it's right around
the same time. So
yeah,
possibility that this is going to extend past that into the Mando and Grogu movie.
Another one that I'm like,
But watching the trailer, we've linked to it in the show notes if you haven't seen it yet, folks. But go give it a watch because it is literally Goonies in space.
Touted as Goonies in space. And how many times have you watched it?
3.
I've watched it a couple times now. I honestly feel like they're hitting it. That vibe is definitely there.
There's like kids and they're like yearning for adventure, but not just to a dock, but like, didn't you want to go somewhere else in the galaxy?
In the galaxy,
anywhere in the galaxy?
Yeah. It's not like leaving your town. It's like, let's get off the planet.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that they intend to get off the planet,
but I mean, with the line anywhere in the galaxy.
Yeah. They do have aspirations to go there.
What did you think? I've already seen, and this is the usual, we'll call them the fandom menace.
Yes.
Already bitching and complaining
about what?
The how mundane the urban sprawl, the neighborhood.
You know
that
what?
It looks like a
modern suburb.
So one of the comments I read was, "Oh, so America is canon now." Middle America is canon.
Why not? Like, it's not like every planet has to be Coruscant where it's nothing but city.
Every planet we've seen that has or at least architecture in Star Wars has always been based at least in some level on real world architecture.
Yeah.
Architecture. Wow.
Architecture.
I'm like chewing on my own tongue here.
That's
awesome. Let me try this again. Architecture. Real world buildings. How is that?
Yeah.
We've got Theed, which is like the Italy of Star Wars. I mean, like, I could just keep going, but I don't have to. Like, come on. The buildings in A New Hope on Tatooine are right out of Tunisia.
Yeah.
So I don't see what the issue is here.
It stands to reason that there would be like a boring suburb somewhere in space.
I like that they've captured that there are normal people who live normal lives that have Monday to Friday jobs, or
going to school, learning about stuff.
Kids getting on the bus literally going down the street on their way to school. Like, I think that's great.
It has to be there. Like, I mean, geez, we saw it on Navarro. Like, there's a school there now.
I think the same people who had issues with the scooter gang, the Vespa gang, are going to take issue with this because we see the kids, and I equate this to, it's a Star Wars bicycle, the thinly tube frame thing that the one kid is riding with a sidecar.
Yeah,
like that's got to be a bicycle.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I equate it to.
Equivalent to it.
Jude Law, Force user.
Really brief cameo. He just kind of forces the keys over to himself, and they're all like, "Oh, you're a Jedi."
Yeah, they think that he's a Jedi.
They have said he's Jedi.
They think he's a Jedi. I have some suspicions that if he's a Jedi, he is long removed from, because that key was pretty shaky floating across. I'm like, he's struggling really hard to get that.
Yeah, and like you go back to Grogu grabbing the little shifter knob, that thing flew into his hand.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like no hesitation. So.
Although it could be drawn out for suspense. I mean, so we get that moment, like the kids will just follow the key, right? Like, oh, and I do like it.
But based on this trailer, I'm excited for this.
I am too. We have a release date.
We do.
December
3rd. So not too long to wait.
I think I posted this on our social media already.
I think so.
I'm like, what did I say? Oh, Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew premieres on Tuesday, December 3rd, and on Sunday, September 8th, the first episode of Fandom Power presents the Fandom Crew. As we review the first episodes that week.
Yeah,
can't wait for it.
2-episode drop, so
it's going to be a long one. But I'm more than excited for this one.
Yeah. I mean, it almost harkens back to a Spielberg-ish feel.
Absolutely, with the Amblin Entertainment kind of. Yeah. Yep.
Like a little bit of E.T., a little bit of Goonies, mystery.
With a little bit of piracy and mixed in there, and probably some archaeology. Got a little indie in there.
Because they stumble into like what they think is a Jedi temple.
All right.
But I'm guessing that's actually the ship.
I just want to say we've bounced around this a bunch of different ways. And I mean, I wish Hank were here because he'd be right on this with me.
Yeah.
If we are getting a Star Wars series that is pirate themed, you had better deliver on my old pal Hondo.
You better be in there.
I need my Hondo Anaka.
That's right.
Dang it. He lived. He's alive, hanging out at the Black Spire outpost at Galaxy's Edge. He's alive. He's canonically there.
Yep.
Somewhere. I want him.
Well, speaking of Hondo.
Yeah.
Great segue, because Star Wars Outlaws has revealed their roadmap and some of the stuff for the season pass.
Oh yeah.
You're going to get Hondo and Lando.
I saw that. And they're going to be it's a DLC thing.
Yeah, they are the first 2 season pass download packs. Lando Calrissian will appear as part of the game, and then in the second one, Hondo Anaka will be there.
The number of people that are like basically screaming, don't pre-order this, wait for it, wait, because it's an EA game, and of course they haven't had great luck at launch.
True.
I pre-ordered it anyway. I don't care.
Launches August 30th. So
yeah. For me, no, not for me, my friend.
No,
I got the gold edition. I will be playing it on the 29th.
There you go.
Yes, I will be playing it on the 29th. I might have some thoughts about it on Random Fandom that week.
Well, you'll be immediately gaining access to the Vessel Runner character pack, which is, I guess, is a pre-order bonus.
Yeah, for the gold edition, it's a skin for her ship.
Yeah. And cosmetics for Kay herself and her companion Nyx, plus the Jabba's Gambit mission.
Yes, which a lot of people were really angry about, because it's like they thought that, unless I get this edition of the game, I won't have access to any of the Jabba.
Yeah.
I was thinking Jawa.
Well, maybe there's Jawas.
For a second, I thought
Jabba's palace. There better be Jawas running around.
I actually thought I said Jawa. I didn't say that, did I?
No, you said Jabba.
Okay. People were thinking that they weren't going to have access to Jabba or any of his faction missions, and that's simply not true. This is just an extra mission for the gold edition. Oh, Sean's got a very interesting question. Sean says, when are they going to bring Lando to a television show or Cloud City?
Well, I know
the Lando TV show
kind of floating out there right now.
The last thing we heard was Donald Glover and his brother are currently writing
a script.
Now, there was no mention of Lando at D23 on the weekend.
No.
So are they waiting? There's a theory that there is more to be had at Star Wars Celebration in Japan later this year or early next year.
Well, if you're going to have something big, you need something for
you got to save.
Especially like Disney's not just limited to Star Wars.
No, of course, because they did all their Marvel stuff as well.
Yeah.
But at Celebration, that's all Star Wars. I would be very surprised if we don't get some more follow-up news. Like, there was no talk about the Rey movie either. So I would expect that Celebration will get more on that. But I mean, as far as I know, the Lando TV project is still in development. We haven't heard anything to say that it has been shut down or dropped.
Yeah.
So I would go out on a limb and say, just hang on a little longer.
Yeah. But the Hondo one, you're gonna have to wait until I guess the spring of 2025 for that story pack.
Well, I mean, the whole game only comes out in it's August, so I hope they're. Is that going to be the first one?
No, that's the second one. The Lando one,
okay.
also known as Wild Card, which will be
Oh.
out.
Oh, that's cool.
It'll arrive alongside the first two
so
bundles, Hunter's Legacy and Cartel Ronin, which is part of the season pass.
Oh, so it's at launch then?
I believe so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that should keep you going until January when you get to Hondo. Evening, TJC.
Sir. Reporting for duty. Sir.
But
we're talking Star Wars. D23 was over the weekend. Lots of news out of Disney this weekend.
This next one's
not gonna be this one hurts me.
You. Yeah.
This one hurts me.
Apparently, the Battlestar Galactica reboot is no longer in the works at Peacock.
The reboot.
Yes.
I shouldn't say that it's a reboot because part of this, which I wasn't aware of, when they announced that it has been dropped, they mentioned that it was set to take place in the universe of the David Icke, Ron Moore
the 2003 show.
Well, that's funny because the last time we talked about it, there was no confirmation that it was going to be that way, that it wasn't going to be something completely new and original and perhaps more akin to the 1978 series, which is really what I wanted.
Yeah. Well, it was first announced back in 2019, though, ahead of Peacock's official launch. But yeah, I guess no go now. And,
I'm surprised that that's completely dropped. I mean, there's a lot of great sci-fi on streaming. I really hope that this gets picked up somewhere else.
Well, according to somebody with knowledge of the situation, UPC or UCP will shop the project to other outlets, so it's not
universal,
completely dead.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just in limbo right now.
Man, I mean, I know I said this a couple of weeks ago. If you haven't checked out Apple TV is it is rife with high-end, good quality science fiction television. Apple, I mean, you could save this one.
Yeah,
you could do it for all of us.
They could.
Come on.
Then they could, throw us a couple bucks for a sponsor or something. I don't know.
Felger Carb. I need me some Cylons, and they gotta look like like walking toasters.
Yes.
Fracking toaster.
So switching back over to Disney adjacent.
Noise.
What's this TJC saying?
Just my opinion, but as great as the reboot was, it got a bit too much on the side of biblical in the end. Yeah, that finale, you couldn't not. And I know the show struggled partway through that second to last season and the last season, but by the time they hit the ending, you either loved it or maybe you kind of hated it. It definitely was divisive, and people talked about it for quite a while. I didn't mind it. I liked that a lot of our earthly lore, as I guess you can call it, originates from some of these characters and sort of their send-offs, if we can call it that, send-offs.
Sure.
You haven't watched it yet, have you?
I haven't.
You're a couple decades late.
I know. Wouldn't be the first time.
If you're ever looking for something for background, though, toss it on. It's definitely compelling, especially the mini series and season 1. It's just, oh Jesus, this is good. Yeah.
Well, this one had potential, went sideways, and anyway, now we're going to court.
We knew that already.
Gina Carano's lawsuit is proceeding, and she wants Pedro Pascal and Jon Favreau to testify.
Well, I mean, that'll be up to the lawyers if they're going to call them or not.
Yep. The trial has been scheduled for September 25th of 2025, so it's a ways off yet.
Oh my gosh, we're over a year away.
Yeah, so there's going to be no, what is it, Wardens of the New Republic? No.
Rangers,
that's the one.
But I mean, we're talking that may already. And going back to the Mando footage that was shown, did you see the big the backdrop on the stage when John and Dave came out?
I didn't.
it's a shot of the Delphi base.
Ooh,
right, which is where our boy Carson Teva was hanging out with
Zeb.
Zeb.
And
you can't tell me that those elements weren't adapted from what was going to be
for sure
Rangers of the New Republic. So, I mean,
they always like to reuse the sets too, right?
That ship has sailed, Gina. And as much as I'm sympathetic to your firing, I don't think you're going to get what you want out of this.
Well, she might get a settlement of cash.
Money isn't everything, I guess.
No.
TJ says Disney would probably prevent them contractually from doing so.
Can they prevent them from being called to court, though?
I don't know.
I don't think they can.
Disney
does not own the law yet.
It might be close, but
yeah,
we're not there yet.
Yeah, but I guess per THR, a joint filing reveals that names of Carano's legal team that they have as potential witnesses that could be called to help support her case. Among them are Pedro Pascal, Jon Favreau, Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy, and Bear Grylls.
What? How does he fit in?
I'm not sure
how he fits in. That's a survival guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But did he do some work with her to?
I don't know for sure. Maybe he was just training her to survive on the set of Mando.
I don't know. That's kind of what I was wondering.
Yeah. But regardless, we'll see it all play out in just over a year. So
if it gets that far,
gets that far,
true, they might just settle out of court
and say, "Here, take some money, go away."
We've drawn it out this long, and now we've decided that it's just cheaper to pay you off and make you go away.
Yeah. Hopefully, they don't go the other way and make her go away permanently.
Yeah.
Lock her in the freezer with Walt.
That's a good point. Tej brings up a point. He says it's very true. They don't, but they could have written certain restraints into their contracts for just such occasions.
It's true.
So she may not have any recourse based on the contract that she signed when she took the job.
True.
That'll be
because you got to know Disney's got the lawyer people.
For sure they do, and you can't tell me that a multi-billion-dollar corporation. And as we know, for every copyright strike we've gotten both on YouTube and in our merch shop, 99% of them have been from the Mouse House.
Yeah.
So they're not shy about saying, "Hey,
no,
don't do that."
Makes you wonder if they've got their own hit squad too.
What, like the Pinkertons or something?
Maybe.
The Mousekertons.
The Mouseketeers.
I don't know.
Anyway, this next one kind of sucks. Game Informer magazine has shut down after 33 years.
We were out shopping yesterday, and we're in Costco, of all places. And smack dab in the middle of the book aisle was a gigamongous magazine rack, and I'm like, there's still a thing
somewhere.
Yeah. I'm not big on print media anymore, so I'm not really sort of keen on all this stuff. I'm not really aware of what's going on, but I was surprised to know that it's still going.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore, but
no. But yeah, it was announced Friday that after 33 years, they're shutting it down. They published a memo Friday morning titled "The Final Level Farewell from Game Informer," and it read. Jesus.
Read. It read.
After 33 thrilling years of bringing you the latest news, reviews, and insights from the ever-evolving world of gaming, is with a heavy heart that we announce the closure of Game Informer. From the early days of pixelated adventures to today's immersive virtual reality realms, we've been honored to share this incredible journey with you, our loyal readers. While our presses may stop, the passion for gaming that we've cultivated together will continue to live on. Thank you for being part of our epic quest, and may your own gaming adventures never end.
Now, I'm surprised. I just want to take a look at this because do they have a website?
They might have.
They do. They own. Oh, so currently they're. Oh, what's funny is that their website is just a landing page with the message that you just read.
Yeah. So
there is no. There it is. Yeah. I'm surprised that they didn't try to make the transition to
digital.
To digital, yeah. I know IGN has been in that space for a long time. I don't know if they have. I don't even know if IGN has a real competitor in that space, to be honest.
Don't know. But they began publishing in 1991 under the video game retailer Funkoland, but that got acquired by GameStop in 2000.
Oh, really?
So yeah, the magazine came as part of GameStop's Power Up Rewards membership. So that kind of gave it a boost. But by 2017, it was slightly sliding down to 7 million copies. And then in 2019, during that whole thing, GameStop laid off half the Game Informer staff. So
it's been in decline for a while.
it has been, yeah. But I mean, it always sucks to see it go. But
I remember Game Informer. I remember PC Gamer. I remember Nintendo Power.
yeah. What's Teach saying here?
I used to love the gaming magazines, but apart from Edge magazine, which was more about the technology rather than just the games. I hear you on that one. Follow up, he says, "Oh, they all lost their appeal." And Silver Spider's here. He says, "I used to love this magazine when I was younger." Yeah, I know. I'm sure I've picked up a couple here and there,
Yeah.
like when
Over the years.
Yeah, what was the magazine? Oh no, it was the PlayStation magazine that used to come with a CD with all of the
so you
the
get like a
playable-
demo
the
disc.
demos. Yes,
Those were good.
that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, continuing on the close down thing, Boomerang, the streaming service for cartoons, is getting shut down.
Oh, didn't that already happen? And when you go out there, you're redirected to
somewhere else.
Yeah.
No, this one's not. That's the.
Oh, sorry,
That's an unfortunate other
That's
one.
the other thing. That's
This one is going to be shut down next month, and taking down the library of content, which has been allowed to deep dive into like the Flintstones, Yogi Bear, Scooby Doo. But it will be moving, I think, to Max.
Well, it's all like everything you just read is owned by Warner.
Yeah.
So where else is it going to go?
So again, they're moving it over to their main streaming service, and that should work to boost their numbers.
I said this, and this came up a couple times this week. Why compete with yourself?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't understand why. Why compete with yourself? Sean says, "I like the PlayStation magazine with the free demos."
Mm-hmm.
And Teach says, "Oh, the Dreamcast magazine also came with a demo disc." Man, that's a throwback. The Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm.
That machine was way ahead of its time.
But apparently, Boomerang will be streaming until September 30th.
I have to ask, were you aware of the service before?
I was not aware.
No, neither was I.
But if subscribers don't cancel their membership by that point, I guess they'll be immediately set up with a standard ad tier Max account.
We'll still be able to access
their content over on Max. So,
well, that's an interesting way to get new Max subscribers.
Yeah, but it'll stick to the Boomerang price point for around 6 months before they have to pay for the Max
before you get bumped. And what's Max?
Max is $9.99 US.
So
and
you're
Boomerang was $5.99 US.
$4 bump.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But at the same time,
you are getting the Max.
Getting Max content
right,
too,
so
right?
Maybe that would be worth it to you. I don't know.
It could be.
I don't know. We get our Max stuff through what, Crave here in Canada?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, there's enough there. Actually, speaking of Crave, and I will say this, it has been confounding to me that streaming has been a thing, a mainstream thing now for how many years?
Many.
The Crave TV app, up until I don't know, that when they just did their what I believe is maybe their first ever update, was the worst app of all of them. It was unstable. It was buggy. It didn't load properly. Well, whatever they did, it works fine now.
Yep.
Anyway, that's my little rant.
Yeah.
For everybody else out there who noticed. Or maybe you dropped it. Maybe it's time to come back to it. It works.
Yeah.
It works quite well now.
And it's got good selection. Moving on though. Another one for the downside. The Cartoon Network website has been shut down by Warner Brothers Discovery.
Sorry, yes, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, this is another cost-cutting move from David Zaslav.
That's 2 cartoon streaming services.
Yeah, it's been erased from the internet thanks to its parent company, Warner Brothers Discovery.
Oh, nothing's
as of Friday, August the 9th.
Sure.
But it will redirect people
to a new
landing service on the Warner Brothers page for Max. So again,
I was reading some comments on this, and one of them was it was becoming the Teen Titans Go channel anyway.
I could see that.
Like they didn't show anything else, which is probably not, obviously that's not true, but I guess it was very, very heavily saturated.
I would think so. But yeah, you can still enjoy your favorite Cartoon Network programming on your TV because they're not canceling the channel yet. But
no,
you know, if this is a sign, then who knows?
I don't know what to say about this whole thing with things getting canceled and services getting shuffled. I mean, the writing was sort of always there, I think. What's his name? Jimmy, not Jimmy Fallon, the other Jimmy, the other late night Jimmy. The Win Ben Stein's money guy.
Oh,
I can't think of his last name. Oh my God. Anyway, he was saying
Jimmy from the Man Show.
That's him.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of. He was saying that he'll be surprised if there's any like late night television. Like there might be like one show, but there won't be like all of the late night shows that there are now.
Yeah.
Like if everybody's watching streaming and nobody's watching broadcast television, then why would the networks continue to pay for a show? You know, especially in that 11:30 time slot, right?
Yeah. Well, there is a saving grace there for streaming services like Pluto, which do have the live feed channels.
The thing with Pluto is your gateway to Paramount Plus because it's owned by Paramount.
Yeah.
It's just this is our free stuff. It's never going to be as robust as Paramount. And I know there's a lot on there, but it'll never be as.
It's got Unsolved Mysteries, so it's already good. And
it doesn't have the new Unsolved Mysteries is on Netflix though.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same feel. Like they didn't even try to get a Robert Stack replacement.
No, I guess not. Well, you
you
can't replace Ultra Magnus.
They tried with Dennis Farina on Spike TV.
Oh, Dennis Farina.
Yeah,
like the guy from Get Shorty.
Yep, he took a turn at it. And
wow,
the early 2000s. There
was he good at it?
It wasn't bad, but he was no Robert Stack.
Okay, fair enough. Silver Spider, Physical and High Seas.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that is in reference to.
Me neither. But Sean says,
Pluto TV is slowly getting better.
Yeah, they just added Hilarious House of Frightenstein. 99 out of 130 episodes.
I still want to know what's the deal with the missing ones.
Yeah.
Is it stuff
music rights
deemed that we can't show that on TV anymore? Or is it we don't have rights to music?
Maybe.
Like looking at you, WKRP in Cincinnati.
But
worst DVD box set ever. No, one of them. There's a version out there that does not have the original music and broadcast.
Oh,
because it was all stuff they weren't supposed to use.
Oops.
Yeah, so they had to put in like
fillers.
Yeah, filler songs that were just like made just for the show.
Well, this next one, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. But at D23, they revealed the first look at live action Stitch from the upcoming Lilo and Stitch.
I don't think I'm going to hate it. I don't know.
I really dig how he looks. This is not another Sonic scenario.
I don't know if I'm going to love it though. I just see like, it's funny though, because I'm like, oh, here's your live action Stitch. And instantly I'm like, you mean CGI Stitch?
Yes.
Right? I mean, what was the last one? He would have been like hand drawn? Or were we into the CGI?
No, I think he would have been hand drawn back.
Would have been hand drawn. So I mean, he's still animated.
Yeah,
he's just animated to look like what he might look like if he was real.
Yeah,
in a 3-dimensional space.
Yes, he is. But it's going to be released summer of 2025. So we got a ways to wait for that.
This tells me though that it's right in line with all of the other. We're gonna live actionify all of our animated classics.
Yes.
So that's obviously what this is.
Yeah.
And that's totally in line with what I would expect.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I am okay with this.
Yeah, like I don't see any issues with his design here. He's pretty faithful to the animated.
I want to know if he's going to have that same or gremlin voice.
I think he does, because in the little teaser trailer, you do get to hear him. We've linked to that in the show notes as well. It's like 10 seconds long, so you don't get a lot of it, but
that's a good. I love that. Sean says, I was thinking, why can't they do that with the Ewoks? You know, there's a thing with Ewoks in Star Wars, and I think you could summarize it in the sense that everybody wants stuff done practical, and because Ewoks were people, people in suits, I think that's really what people want to see. Don't get me wrong.
Bring back Warwick Davis for another go.
Well, he did. He came back for Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
He was Wicket. Chief Wicket, by the way.
So now we need the Tales of Wicket.
It speaks to my heart because we are currently reviewing the Ewoks animated series that I want more Ewok stuff. So thank you for that, Sean. I appreciate that.
But circling back to Lilo and Stitch here, apparently a newcomer, Maya Kealoha. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
Kealoha.
But she will be playing Lilo in the film.
Okay.
And apparently Zach Galifianakis has been announced in an unspecified role. So don't know where he's going to slot into that, but
oh dear. Brother? There's an older brother in this, isn't there?
No, there's an older sister.
Oh, older sister, that's right.
And then the older sister's love interest, and then the role that would have been perfect for
government agent.
Yeah. That would have been perfect for Michael Clark Duncan.
Oh, yeah.
But I think Ving Rhames could also pull that off because I believe he might have voiced it in the animated.
Oh, I could see him coming back and doing his own.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting.
Afternoon, Joe
Fan 84. Huh!
But we got a ways to wait for this one, so we'll see how it develops. Also announced at D23, I guess they got a little bit of a snippet for a teaser for Tron Ares. But then the other big news is 9 Inch Nails is going to be responsible for the soundtrack.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I am all aboard for that.
I don't hate 9 Inch Nails, but
I am not from Daft Punk.
I am certainly not into. I'm not a huge fan.
No,
I just am not. However, I did see a thing today, and I don't know how true this is. Did you see the Jared Leto thing?
I did not.
There's a statement out there. This could just be a clickbaity bullshit thing, but the thing that I read today said, "Oh, I didn't sign my NDA, so I can say whatever I want." And basically, the character that he's playing is the master control program of another grid, the Dillinger grid. Dillinger from like the original movie.
The original one.
Oh, I like that idea. So that leaves room for other programs like Tron to still be the hero. Looking forward to Tron. Me too, man. That sequel.
Too far between for these. Like really.
Well, absolutely. It's just that sequel. So good. I love that movie. In fact, that soundtrack, the Daft Punk soundtrack,
that's on your top list.
It is. It's in my top 10, if not my top 5 movie soundtracks of all time. It might even be top 3. Yeah.
Joe Fan says 9 Inch
9 Inch Nails is okay, not who I'd choose. Do you have somebody else in mind?
Or would you just go back to Daft Punk again?
Well, they don't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, they're alive,
but they could reconcile and come back. But
I suppose so.
But apparently part of the footage they were shown here shows Ares walking through the real world, followed by a big Tron ship. So I get where if it's going to take place partially in the real world, you might want some band that's like kind of heavy into the industrial stuff.
I feel like this is sort of it's the inverse, right? Because Ares is preoccupied with taking over or coming into the real world.
Yeah.
That it's, 9 Inch Nails has I would call them an angry band.
Yes, very much. There's an angry tone to it.
Yeah. So that definitely tonally fits, I think, with the character's motivations. Sort of the evil oppressor. I'm going to fuck shit up.
Yeah. But let's talk about some toy news.
I'm good with that. Let's do that.
We got a cross section here, so let's get to that. They announced for your Deadpool Legacy Collection, you can now get Colossus.
I'm liking this Colossus. First of all, I like this character.
He's faithful to the movie. He looks
Very much
really,
so.
really good.
I love the fact that he's a chunky boy. He's big.
Yeah, as he's supposed to be.
Somewhere in the realm, what did it say? 9 inches or something? Just under 9
just
inches.
under 9 inches.
Yeah, that's going to be a big figure for
he
Marvel
will
Legends.
definitely be a deluxe, unfortunately, but
yeah, I
with
mean,
alternate head, hands, and a little X-Men guidebook.
that is a lot of plastic, but they sure did get away with not having to do a lot of deco. It's all black and red.
Yep.
And a silver. Okay.
Yep.
But you could mold it in silver plastic.
You could.
He looks good though. I like the two portraits. What's got the little book there?
It's, like the X-Men guidebook.
It's like the student
rules that he reads off.
It's
to
the
Deadpool.
student rules.
Yeah. Yeah. What's Joe Fan saying here?
Oh, Joe Fan, Daft Punk is okay, but I'd go with like metal bands. I'm not a fan of techno.
Fair enough.
Metal. It would have to be like a progressive metal for me though, just to fit that whole like it's in a computer.
Do we give it to Gojira just because they're popping right now?
Maybe. Because they're kind of in that like
they performed at the Olympics opening thing.
In that Dragon Force vein.
Yeah.
I would say like early like Dream Theater, that kind of progressive metal. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, just give it to Children Bodom. We'll do fine. This next one here, this one's kind of a throwback. Peacekeeping Cyborg from the far future, and
what?
The card, the packaging is based on the Series 2 Marvel cards from the 90s.
Oh,
Death's Head.
Oh, I saw this and I'm like, that was an interesting choice.
That is. Like the front of the box is basically the front of your card, and the back of the box is exactly a replica of the card back.
Yeah, which would be what all the stat info.
His stats and the little description, and
it's a very cool. I mean, I'm vaguely aware of the Death's Head character. I know that he's gone through some evolution over the years, and this is certainly not his current look.
No, but he stands at around 7.65 inches.
Another big boy.
Yeah. Limited quantities are available for purchase on Hasbro Pulse beginning, I believe, the 4th of August.
So that's over a week ago.
Yeah, so he's available for
may not be available anymore.
Yeah, pre-orders might already be sold out, but I don't see him selling out. This is a very
niche.
Yes.
Yeah.
But somebody out there will want them. These next ones I know a lot of people want. What's Teach saying here? Oh, hold on here.
Oh, Corn or Dirty Phonics. Not bad.
Good suggestion. Then TJC says,
this version of Death's Head was the one that appeared in the UK Marvel Transformers comic. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. That's cool packaging. I agree, Sean. I agree.
See, the only thing with this packaging, though, if they do go down this road, would you not want the entire series? I mean, yes, it's a wide venture, but
of the
why drudge up the Marvel Series 2 cards if you're not going to go and follow it through?
Probably be. I mean,
I have the original series of cards. So
it is the hallmark of action figures to reuse and repaint,
and this is like the perfect reason to become a box collector.
Yeah, you definitely make a good argument, but that is a very specific collector. I don't think that not everybody's going to want to. I mean, if these are based on comic book appearances, then it's just regular.
Yeah,
it's just regular Marvel comic appearances.
Yeah,
right?
Just in a Marvel card package.
In the card packaging. I don't know. For me, like how I feel about packaging, right?
Yeah, you throw.
I'm not a box collector, so to me, that is a deep rabbit hole. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Totally agree.
Then you can have like hologram chase figures.
Because that would be going in the bin when I get it. I mean, it's cool. I would look at it and go, yep, and then tear into it like a kid on Christmas morning.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, these next ones
give me my stuff.
Tear right into. They are expanding the Spider-Verse collection with 7 more figures from across the Spider-Verse into the Spider-Verse. We've got another Miguel, Spider-Man 2099. Another Miles Morales.
This Miguel with a unmasked face.
Yep.
That's good.
And masked as well. So alternate heads. But
are we saying it's the same body?
I'm going to say no. This is a different body than the one they released previous.
All right.
We've also got Miles G. Morales, the alternate universe's version of the Prowler.
Oh, right.
We got another Spider-Gwen with alternate heads and the little hologram lady. I can't remember her name.
No, I don't remember it either.
But she's from Spider-Man 2099. Anyway.
Yep.
Then you get Spider-Punk with Hobie there. You also get a Peter Parker inspired by his blonde-haired clone appearance.
Peter B.
Yeah.
Peter B.
No, I think this is actually Ben Reilly when he took over.
Oh, okay. Oh, that wasn't in the movie, was it?
Yeah, he's there.
Why don't I remember that?
I think that might be the one voiced by Andy Samberg.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes, you're right.
But you also get Paviter Prakaba or Prahabakar.
Indian Spider-Man,
yes.
We get Indian Spider-Man. He's cool. I like him.
I think this is his first time getting a figure, and he's like long overdue.
I like him. He's cool.
Yeah. But next wave, basically the Spider-Verse figures available now for pre-order.
They sure did lean into the movie aesthetic, though.
Yes, they did. At least they didn't lean as hard as they did in the first wave, where they really went for like the tiny spindly legs, especially on the Spot figure.
Yeah. But I like that. TJ says Galvatron actually tears Death's head's left arm off in the comic. I'll rip you apart.
There you go.
That's a total Galvatron thing to do.
It is. But speaking of Transformers, from the 3-0 company, but also still under Hasbro, we are getting a new Soundwave and Ravage.
Based on the Bumblebee movie. Yeah, these look pretty cool.
They are pretty cool looking.
Transformers that don't transform, but hey, it's a wickedly cool action figure.
It is. Die-cast metal parts on these.
Yeah.
So LED illuminated eyes.
Well, they've already
Ravage does fold up, though.
Does he?
He does.
Oh, he does. Okay, cool. In the 3-0 Transformer line, we've already gotten a few. We've gotten Bumblebee. We've gotten, I think, the Optimus Prime for this movie as well.
Yeah.
And possibly the Starscream or the RC. But definitely we got the Bumblebee and the Optimus.
Yeah. But,
I'm sorry.
You go.
Let's try this one. Sorry, cat was on the keyboard. Nice. That is cool. It's very cool.
But that's not the only one they announced. They also announced this one, based on Rise of the Beasts, Mirage.
I like this movie.
Yeah, he stands at 8 inches tall, 61 points of articulation. Comes with a 4-inch figure of Noah Diaz in his exosuit. So finally adding some little human pieces to it. Noah Diaz. I still haven't seen the movie, so I don't know, but yeah, available for now for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse. But okay, ex-military electronics expert who lives in Brooklyn. Neat.
He's a G.I. Joe.
Okay, that means crossover.
Oh, of course it does. Which apparently is kind of stalling, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of Transformers, I should receive my Fort Max next Monday, finally, after being delayed. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. But you say G.I. Joe.
Fort Max is a big boy.
He is. G.I. Joe revealed one at PulseCon at the San Diego Comic-Con. Classified series number 130, Cobra Commander.
Yes. Once was a man.
Yeah, based on the movie.
So this is shipping now, I believe.
Yes. I was beginning last week, I guess, at 1 p.m., but then premium members got it, and then everyone else an hour later.
Based on his appearance in the 1987 animated film.
Yeah, G.I. Joe the movie. There's another shot, because it's not included, of him wrapped around
Roadblock. Yeah, but they used that crappy Roadblock figure, not the right one.
Yeah, but
maybe it is the right one. I have to remember. I have to go back and watch the movie again.
Yeah. What's Joe Fan saying here?
Mirage got hit, so he disassembled himself and turned him into armor for the dude. That's correct. He did do that.
Fair enough.
Still an F1 car to me, though. That's a pass for me. That is fair.
Really?
That is fair.
I am desperately wanting to watch that movie again.
The 87 film?
Yeah.
I can loan it to you.
Cool.
I've got a DVD copy if you want to borrow it.
Nice. But apparently there's only limited quantities of this one, so
I mean,
it's not for everybody, but if you're recreating that movie,
in the sense that they've already shown some other stuff too. Like they're getting.
I didn't see an official one, but I saw what looked like the packaging for a Nemesis Enforcer.
Yeah, they don't have the rights to that name anymore, so it's
Oh.
Nemesis something else. It's not Nemesis Enforcer anymore. It's Nemesis Destroyer or Nemesis
Purple Wing Guy.
Yeah, it's Nemesis something. I just don't
Yeah.
remember what they're calling it now, but it is official. It
Okay.
is official. Yeah.
Fair enough.
If you're going to do all of the denizens of Cobra Law, and I kind of hope you do, you can't
then
do.
you need the guard, and then you need
Pythona.
Globulus.
You need Globulus. Yes. Everybody needs a Burgess Meredith.
Yes.
It's so bad. I don't think it's that bad.
Only cool thing is the banging opening sequence.
Oh, that's true. That is an awesome opening.
But the spores. What's Teach saying here?
He says, I have no issue with the Transformers building something to help the humans, but I prefer them doing it like they did with the comic storyline Robot Buster. Nemesis Enforcer. That's the character's original name, but they don't have the rights to that name for the classified figure. It's called something else. I just don't remember what it's called.
Oh, well. Well, this next one, not exactly a toy, but toy adjacent, I guess. 50th anniversary set of Dungeons and Dragons fan roll dice.
Oh dear. So is this supposed to be like an homage to the original dice that came with the original white box?
I believe so.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, this one is a reproduction set of the first original set that comes in a high quality case featuring artwork from the original Red Dragon, plus original dice with unpainted numbers and a crayon to color them in.
Well, that's the original. The original dice, they had no markings on them.
Yeah. So just like it was done in the 70s, 50th anniversary commemorative set.
That's not for me. Talk about niche. I love role-playing games and I love Dungeons and Dragons, but this is not for me.
There's 3 variant sets that you can go for here. So
there are so many more cool dice than that. Do we have a price point on these?
I do not have a price point on these, unfortunately. But
set of dice, and it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. 5 dice and the crayon plus that funky looking box.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get a set of dice. Just a set of dice to play with, $11 or $12.
Yeah.
These will not be $11 or $12.
Most likely no.
Sean says, I want a Zartan that changes color like the toy used to. Have they done that in Classified? They've done Zartan.
They did them just with extra faces. But
right, because he used the same the Hoth Rebel Trooper used the same gimmick.
Yeah.
And the Endor Commando, yeah.
But I don't think they've actually done any color changing figures lately. Not that I'm aware of, but
no, me neither.
But this next one, like you had mentioned earlier in the show, celebrating 25 years of the Phantom Menace, Darth Maul and his Sith speeder.
Yeah, it's pretty groovy looking.
Yeah, so and I like the packaging. It's throwback to the episode 1 packaging of the original set, where you would get your 3 3/4 Darth Maul plus the little speeder.
To me, the coolest part, because the speeder is just too much real estate for my shelf, but the Sith probe droid, oh, that's cool. That is super cool.
Yeah. And lightsaber connects, so you can have him wielding 2 or do the actual double-bladed thing.
The original figure did that as well. So did the oh my gosh, what do you call it? The archive series. Which was a straight up reissue of this one. This to me looks like a whole new sculpt. And it should be, because in order to ride that bike, you'd have to
his knees gotta bend proper.
You would seriously have to rework those legs.
Yeah. What's Joe Fan saying here?
They had a color change one, only turned blue. But it was a temporary change, not light. Yeah, just like the what you call it, the Hot Wheels thing,
where you would dunk it in cold water.
Yeah. The color changers.
Yep.
Color, is that what they were called? Color changers.
And then you had like the little rub ones where if you get them hot on the Battle Beasts to reveal their thing.
Oh, but that was yeah. So Battle
So,
Beast
was a
took that from
temperature thing.
They took that from Transformers.
Yeah,
the rub symbol.
Yeah. Moving over to NECA here. I know you're interested in at least one of these. Iron Maiden Past Future World Tour Ultimate Senjutsu Eddie and Somewhere.
I don't care about that guy. Yeah, Somewhere in Time Eddie. Whoa.
Yup.
Make your stand. I can't help it, man.
So it comes in a 2-pack, so you got to buy them both at the same time. But
McFarlane did a run at these years ago.
Yeah, he got.
They did
Trooper.
somewhere in Time Eddie, but they were the non-posable.
Yeah.
This. We've had Trooper Eddie done. NECA's done Trooper Eddie a couple times now.
Yeah, they did him in a cloth version too, did they not?
They did. They also did the Pharaoh version. Oh my God, I can't think of the record. The one with the pyramid on it. The Pharaoh one. But this Somewhere in Time Eddie is by far my favorite version of Eddie ever.
Nice.
And he's like one. Like if we can do this one, follow me on this one. If we can do this version, I would like, because it's be the same. You just got to modify the head a little bit. I would like the Stranger in a Strange Land Eddie with a trench coat and cowboy hat, please. Clint Eastwood Eddie for the win, please. Power Slave, thank you very much, Teej. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Couldn't think of the name of the freaking record.
Yeah.
Oh,
but yeah, Samurai Eddie comes from the 2021 album cover.
This bothers me in the sense that
they're going for like super new.
I love Iron Maiden. I love Eddie, but I don't need both of them. Why is
At
this?
once.
I don't understand why this, unless this was in support of a tour, like this was the theme of a tour, like we played these two records, and I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen them. But I would hope that now that they're doing this, we'll get single releases of these down the road.
I would hope so. But yeah, they do say that it's celebrating Iron Maiden's Future Past World Tour.
Oh, well, there you go.
So.
What year was that?
I'm
going to find out.
It has to be recently, I would think, but
Iron Maiden Future Past World Tour.
Or maybe it's coming up. I don't know.
Oh, well, what do you know? It's on right now.
No. I take it they're not coming
on
near
right
us.
now.
Joe Fan says Iron Maiden is one of the best. Yes, they are.
Start date 28th of May 2023 to end the 7th of December 2024. Wow.
No stops in Canada.
They've done Canada before. Let me have a look here. Let me see. Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver. These were last year. Is there anything coming up this year? Looks like the Southern Hemisphere in 2024.
Wasn't that Toronto and Montreal there?
Did I skip over it?
I believe so.
Oh, there we go. So October, Toronto, Quebec City, Montreal.
So there's a chance.
Oh, leave the country or go see Iron Maiden for my birthday.
Mm.
That's a tough one. That is a tough one.
Yeah. But the Samurai version includes interchangeable heads and hands, katana, helmet, flaming katana, sheath, a dagger, and removable shoulder armor pieces. Whereas the other one, Cyborg Eddie, comes with interchangeable hands, blaster rifle, and 2 laser blasters, both fully articulated 7 inches, and they come in that gatefold package. So, yeah.
Don't forget his got a smoke.
True.
And that totally plays into the Stranger in a Strange Land version.
Mm-hmm.
If Clint Eastwood was a band mascot, he would be Eddie.
Well, they're shipping November of this year. So
I gotta look it up here. Hold on a second. Stranger in a Strange Land Eddie. Like, look at this thing. Oh, there's one. Somebody thinks he looks like Cad Bane. Here we go. Let me turn this down here so we can make it out here on the camera. Like, look at how close we are.
Nice.
All we got to do is a minor adjustment, clip off the antennas, and put a hat on him, and there you go. It is the same. It is the same mold, same body.
Nice.
I need this so much.
TJC says,
I have all Iron Maiden's albums from Iron Maiden to Seventh Son of a Seventh Son on vinyl.
ooh,
The artwork is amazing on them. Yeah, it's the same guy. I can't think of his name, but it's the same artist on almost all of them.
that's cool.
Seventh Son of a Seventh Son was probably when I discovered them, and then I had to go back and
Revisit.
consume everything else before that.
Nice.
But that's got Can I Play with Madness? And then of course my favorite Clairvoyant is on that as well. So
Nice.
I love that record. It's so good.
Well, sticking with music, but moving to McFarlane, they've announced.
Screw you, McFarlane. No,
Well,
don't.
They might be okay here. Freddie Mercury is added to the Music Maniacs.
As I said
line.
to you in our private chat, if ever there was a time to get the portrait right, it's on this one. And I'm looking at that going,
It's a bit iffy.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's available for pre-order now. Includes a mic stand, bass, and a collectible art card. But yeah, that face and expression.
I mean, yes, it's instantly recognizable as Freddie Mercury, but there's something going on there that's
Bucktooth Freddie Mercury.
Well, he is Bucktooth though.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh yeah, no, like legit.
I did
is.
not know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, his jeans are really, really shiny. Like, I'm hoping this is just like a pre-production sample and that this is not final.
We won't know until you have it in hand.
I guess not. And I'm curious, like, when I see this, if I see this out in the wild, like, I'm kind of inclined to say, like, I would like to get this, but I don't know if I can do it. But when the alternative is like this or nothing,
True.
What do you do?
True.
Yeah, I was into Maiden when I was at middle school and started collecting them then. Yeah, man. So good.
Sticking with McFarlane, on the heels of the Morgan Freeman one, now we are getting the Alfred Pennyworth Batmobile 2-pack from Batman Forever.
This is the Alfred that did the McDonald's commercials and the credit card commercials.
Yep. But this one pre-order launches August 15th, so get ready for that one. Features lights and sounds.
This Batmobile is the
first Joel Schumacher one.
The Batman Forever?
Yeah, with the Riddler and Two-Face.
So this is the Clooney Bat.
No.
The Kilmer Bat.
This is the Kilmer Bat.
The Kilmer Bat.
Yes.
It's a funky looking
with the
car.
giant fin on the back.
I just remember seeing it coming down the street in the movie, and the whole thing is like
yeah.
The lights are cool though.
Mm-hmm. Well, they did move really heavy into that whole neon thing, so
yeah, suddenly Gotham was like, it was like a rave.
Yeah. But even though we're not getting a Batman this week, we are getting another Rocky Balboa. From Rocky 4, 6-inch scale posed figure, now available at select retailers.
I mean, I'm looking at this thing and it looks like Rocky out of the Brisk tea commercial, man.
It does.
Come on, Rock.
It includes the alternate head printed backdrop, environmental base, collectible art card, and a secret bonus item, which who knows what that is.
Like, I know this stuff has to go through a licensing approval. Who's signing off on this stuff?
I would hope Sylvester Stallone, but
I mean, yes,
at
it's
this point,
Rocky.
who
We
knows?
all see it's Rocky. We can see that it's Rocky. But is this the best interpretation of Rocky that we could have gotten from
4? I don't know. But this is what their fourth go with this particular style, because they've done one for each one now.
For each film.
Yeah. So we're up to 4 Rockies, and then
Apollo and
Clubber Lang and
Clubber. Do you get an Yvonne Drago then?
Well, you can't have Rocky 4 without Drago.
Oh,
so yes, we are getting the Drago.
Oh, so it's Drago in the red trunks as opposed to the gold trunks. Now, come on. 2 portraits?
Yeah.
2 portraits.
2 portraits. A normal
and sweaty
one and sweaty bloody.
Sweaty blood. So his Guile hair,
yes.
That one looks okay, I guess.
Yeah, the other one, not so much. It does not resemble Dolph Lundgren at all.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I don't know what they're doing. I'm sure that the sculpt is there, and that's usually the case with this stuff.
Yeah.
It always comes down to the paint.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I could do a better job, but man.
Yeah. And that moves us over to Super 7, and I know this is both a love-hate one for you.
Yeah.
Because it is Dungeons and Dragons Ultimates, but It is the Cloak of Invisibility, Sheila the Thief.
Love the cartoon. Love the cartoon action figures. Hate translucent action figures.
But yeah,
for all the reasons. And this, it's right there. It's on display. I
Yeah.
can see the knees. I can see the
all
elbows.
the joints.
I don't want to see that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
But at least the cloak's removable. And it's got 3 heads, so you can swap them out for different expressions, which are supposed to be invisible.
Hasbro, I think, got this one right when they did, because they did 2 effects pieces. They did 2 cloaks. One of the cloaks is partially, like it goes from purple to clear.
Okay.
To show that, oh, this is the thing. It's turning invisible.
Or transitioning, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a more effective way to get this across. I'm not saying that there isn't room for a translucent action figure. I know lots of people like them. I can't do this one.
Fair enough.
And I did go all in on the Hasbro stuff, so I am not buying these characters again.
Joe Fan says
I don't like see-through, but I do like glow in the dark. See, I'm kind of hit and miss on that one. I like glow in the dark when it's appropriate, like Scare Glow.
Yes.
He should glow in the dark.
Yes, he should.
I'm not a fan of glow in the dark as a gimmick, like
the whole neon Batman, 66
stuff. Yeah.
But that does bring us to our next segment. We are trying out something new.
Yeah.
So,
I'm feeling. Should I talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, you can.
I'm feeling like Lexicon is or has run its course. I'm not saying that it hasn't been a fun game, because it has, but at some point it becomes kind of formulaic. And from a production standpoint, as putting these things together, it's getting kind of boring. And I don't want it to be boring, because when it's boring, then it's not fun anymore. And I like doing this stuff, and I like hanging out with you guys. So there is no Lexicon tonight. Andy's got something new that he wants to try.
We're throwing it at the wall and seeing if it sticks.
I'm all for trying out something new. Love to hear your guys' thoughts on it. If for those of you who have played along with us week in and week out, we've done dozens and dozens of these things. And sure, there's an endless supply of
at least 71.
There's an endless supply of weird and wacky words. So we could keep that going, but I feel like it's kind of run its natural course, and maybe it's time to change it up with a new segment. I just don't know what that is yet.
So let's try this one out.
Sure.
We're going with Guess the Song using only misheard song lyrics.
Oh dear.
Because we all know what we hear and what the actual lyrics are sometimes don't line up.
That is true.
Based on misheard lyrics, can you guess the song?
Oh boy. Are you going to sing them?
No, I'm going to speak this one. I might sing the actual one, but
all right.
I'm going to speak it.
All right.
So our misheard lyric this week.
Okay.
I want to love you, the bear said. The bear said, I can't.
I want to love you, the bear said. The bear said, I can't.
Now, based on that, can you guess the song?
No! I'm not even in the ballpark. I don't know what the hell this is. Oh dear.
I think this time we could use our Jeopardy music, though.
Okay, well let's
give folks a chance.
Yeah, we'll give you the 30 seconds, and then we'll come back and we'll check in on your answers. Here we go. I hardly hear the right lyrics. Wait. Hootie. Oh, that's interesting. Now
for
you say that. Is that in the ballpark?
I can't say for sure yet, but
Sean no clue.
No clue.
You and me both, Sean. I have no idea.
All in for all in, though. TJC, you want to take a stab at it?
I guess we're forging ahead.
We've got one guess for Hootie, and Good on you, Joe Fan 84, because yes, indeed, it is Hootie and the Blowfish.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
I want to love you the best that I can.
Oh my God, I barely remember this song.
Instead of I want to love you, the bear said I can't.
Oh dear.
Hold my hand is in fact correct.
Oh my hand. All I can hear is Ted. That's all I can hear, Ted.
So there we go.
Making fun of Hootie. Wow. I had no clue. I had no idea.
Throwing it at the wall. See
Right out of her. Yep. Whew. Okay.
Yeah. So that was guess the song using only misheard lyrics.
Misheard lyrics. All right, maybe we'll do that one again.
Maybe.
We might do that one again. Maybe we can get a rotation going of some. Teach says a good idea though. That's great. Good to know. Great game idea. Okay, appreciate that feedback. I'm shocked. I guessed right. You did guess right. I wasn't even in the ballpark, man. You're like, Hootie? Question mark? I'm like, sure, could be. This one is fun to do. Okay, good to know.
All right,
good to know. Okay, well, we definitely have that one in the back pocket. Then we can haul that one out when we need to.
Yep.
All right.
Well, I know we had mentioned that it was getting in progress a couple weeks ago there, but the Fall of Grayskull, Rise of the Horde.
Yeah.
They're continuing. They're releasing more behind the scenes shots.
They have a Facebook page.
They do.
And since we've been talking about it, of course, naturally it's come up in my feed. So I've gone over and I've liked their page. There is a lot of behind the scenes on their Facebook page. If you're interested in this project, even casually as a fan, even if you're not going to contribute to the Kickstarter, go have a look at their Facebook and see what's going on there. There's tons of behind the scenes stuff, not only on this film, but all the way back to the 2015 original fan film, which is fabulotastic.
We've also linked to that in the show notes, as well as the Kickstarter, if you want to go and try and get on board with this one. They're up to 43,000.
Good for them. Good for them. It is a lofty goal, $343,000, but like, they're already making it. So
so I'm thinking it's probably for all the extra, like the distribution.
It could, you know what? Who
finalizing,
knows? I don't know.
Editing.
It could be for
polishing.
effects and all kinds of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. Post-production. TJC.
The lady certainly has a nice behind in that photo.
That lady there is Mercedes Varbles, I believe.
Yeah,
playing Tila.
She did, and
she's returning from the original.
She played. If you guys are fans of the Masters Universe Classics action figure line, it
was Battle Arena Tila, wasn't it?
Galactic Battlegrounds.
There you go.
Yeah, the first Galactic Battleground Tila outfit is the one she wore in the previous film.
Yeah.
Great fan film though. Great little fan.
All they're showing here from the background stuff, like they've given away Roboto. He looks awesome.
Yeah,
that Man at Arms looks great.
That Man at Arms costume is like
fantastic.
It is. I mean, the tight pants are maybe a little bit, but the armor is amazing.
Yeah.
That is so very close to like feature film quality costuming there.
Yeah, maybe we should reach out to them and see if we can't get somebody to come on and talk.
Yeah. Maybe we can contact the
Red Serial Films is the one doing it. So, yeah, excited for this one. But
as am I.
This one too. Next one is exciting. Netflix has greenlit a Ghostbusters animated series.
I have to ask, were we aware of this? Like, was this something that was because this is like something that's been talked about according to. Well, at least Netflix, like as far back as 2022.
I don't recall hearing about it then, but
yeah,
I guess it got overshadowed by Frozen Empire. But
a
new animated series.
Maybe it was announced at the same time.
Could be,
and it's supposed to take place in the same universe. So
yeah, Elliot Callan has apparently been tapped to be executive producer.
Very cool,
and writer. So. Where they're going to go, I don't know for sure. But
I thought from what I read that the show would pick up with a franchise location,
which could be cool. And then you've got your Ernie Hudson like back in it.
Yeah, I mean,
setting up Ghostbusters like McDonald's.
It's voice work, so they can literally phone it in, right?
Yeah, basically.
If they want to get the actual actors.
But,
or you do like one big, like, oh, here's a 2-episode premiere, and you have all the originals show up for that, and then you just
cut the ribbon and let the new guys take it.
Yeah, you get new voice actors for everything else after that.
Yeah. To Elliot Callan, I guess he's best known as the head writer of The Daily Show with Jon Stewart.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a different kind of writing, isn't it?
It's a bit of a switch, but
yeah, I'll say. Joe Fan 84 says, I think it's funny how no one has any new ideas and they're just reusing the stuff from the 80s, proving that 80s were the best. I mean, it's that I think every generation has a similar sentiment of what's going on in entertainment.
Well,
it's that whole there's only 6 plot lines in Hollywood.
Look at The Accolade. They tried something new and it divided the entire internet.
Shh.
We will not speak of The Accolade.
We just got through that. Let's not open that wound again. Don't reopen that wound.
Yeah. All right. We'll switch it back over to Callan here. Apparently, he was also head writer of the Netflix revival of Mystery Science Theater 3000. So that's getting him closer to the sci-fi thing.
It's just bonkers.
Yeah. But he's also co-host for the Flophouse podcast. And apparently he's written the comic book series Spider-Man and the X-Men, which I don't recall going very long. I think it was just a mini series, but
sure.
You know,
but I'm all for it. I mean, look at Ghostbusters, real Ghostbusters anyway.
Yeah, 140 episodes and 86 to 91.
Do I think that a new Ghostbusters animated series will have the legs of that original beloved series? Probably not.
No. I mean, look at Extreme Ghostbusters. It only went for 40 episodes.
That is true. But even Extreme Ghostbusters tried to tie itself to the bigger lore.
Yeah, because they were led by Egon. So
right. I feel like that there is a place for this, and I feel like it could be okay with the little scratching the surface franchise location. That leaves us open to go anywhere, have a whole new cast of characters, and do anything we want. So that's interesting.
But you can have visiting Ghostbusters from other franchises pop in at
I mean, you can pick up the phone and call the experts.
Yeah.
Except for Egon.
Yeah. But you could have Ray show up for like an on-site consultation, and
no, he's running the bookstore.
That's right.
You just call him at Ray's Occult.
Open till 9 o'clock weekdays, midnight Saturdays, or something.
You say that with the same amount of enthusiasm too. Yeah, Ray's Occult.
Well, he's been doing it for years.
Yep.
This next one's kind of closer to home, but Fly By Night down in Oshawa.
Oh yeah, I saw
this. They are opening a second location in Peterborough.
So for our local fans, Sean, this would probably appeal to you. Justin over at Fly By Night. Actually, I was just talking to Justin at Niagara.
Nice.
So this must be a new development because he said nothing to me about this when we were chatting. But I am very excited for him to be opening at Peterborough Square. Mm-hmm. Look at the size of that store.
Huge. It's 3 times the size, they say, of the current location.
Like, is that the old library?
It might be.
Is that the old library?
It's on the bottom level, though. So
yeah, and I mean, it's not like the old Peterborough Square couldn't use an infusion of,
it really could,
of anything. So I see this as a good thing.
Yeah,
and I can't wait to go check it out.
Yeah, but he's hoping to have it up by September 2nd, but nothing's set in stone yet because again, this is a large location to, renovate and populate.
I mean, we've been to Justin's original store. Fly By Night in Oshawa, and it's wall to wall
with so much fandom goodness.
Yeah, it is. Don't go too fast. You will miss something.
Yeah, and there's games, there's DVDs, there's Funko Pops, there's
high-end
NECA figures,
wall to wall, floor to ceiling.
Yeah,
there isn't an inch of space in there that is not occupied by something.
And
so Joe Fan 84 says, no, some things are best just leaving alone. Like if you're going to do a remake, keep things the same and the characters the same. No political nonsense.
Fair.
Unfortunately, we're never going to get away from that. It's just the world we live in. Where is this? So this is in Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. This is in our backyard. This is just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
And his original location is down in Oshawa, Ontario, which is a little bit further jump, but still accessible.
Yeah, so for our local fans, I hope you guys will go and support this.
Yeah, and for global fans, I'm pretty sure you can find him on Facebook, Fly By Night. I think he does ship out, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I'd have to double check.
But either way. But moving on here, another one from D23. They released the Moana 2 trailer, and it looks good.
It does look okay.
It looks good.
I'm just excited that Hey is back.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I
We
love
got the chicken
most.
back. We got the pig back. We got Maui back. We have the new edition of the little sister, who is going to be named. What was her name here? I don't know. I'm bad at this. But yeah, the original voices are coming back. So Gravalaho is coming back as Moana. Dwayne The Rock Johnson back as Maui. And apparently they receive an unexpected call from her wayfinding ancestors that causes Moana to journey across the seas to a long-lost island where as soon as they set foot on the island, the curse will be broken, but it's going to take a hell of a lot to get there.
Well, that makes sense
So-
now that she's a wayfinder, that she's got to
Yeah.
find something.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see she gets a hug with Water Grandma?
Yes.
Yeah, she gets a
Yes,
hug,
she
a hug
does.
with her grandma. So
And,
that's
and she
cool.
gets to introduce the sea to her little sister.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's kind of adorable. But
I chuckled at the sequence with Hey and the pig.
yeah.
Bacon and eggs.
Yep.
Like, isn't Hey a rooster?
Well, he eats rocks, so he's going to lay egg-like things.
That's not laying. if you're passing rocks.
He's passing rocks.
Yeah.
But yeah. What's Joe fan saying here?
Oh, it looks kind of like Total Nostalgic. That's an hour and a half from me here in Alabama. Very cool. I need to travel more. I hear you, man. I
Yeah.
hear you.
But this one, it'll be hitting theaters not too long from now. It's in theaters November 27th. So
that's not too far.
yeah, the next Disney soundtrack will be ringing in your ears from November 27th till next year.
Can you name one song from Moana? Can you think of
Actually,
one?
yeah, I can. Shiny.
That's the only one. Because I'm shiny.
Yeah. Well,
Can't
there's
think of any
also
other lyrics,
Thank
but-
You by Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's funny that when you're on the spot.
Or no, not Thank You. You're welcome.
Yeah. You're welcome.
But-
So we'll have a whole host of new annoying
Catchy
songs.
tunes.
Forgettable songs
Oh no.
coming to your earworm in a theater near you soon.
Yep. But this next one, how about a new shirt alert?
What? What?
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Nice.
Everybody's favorite breakfast cereal. Now available as a Fandom Power podcast shirt.
That's pretty cool. We haven't had a new design up for a while, so that's cool.
Yeah. So getting back on that. What's Joe fan saying here?
I've only been to Console, Canada. My mom is from Montana, so we visited a lot as a kid, and we traveled to Canada just to go.
Nice.
I'm sure crossing the border back then was a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. This next one sucks for a lot of folks. Paramount TV Studios is shutting down amid restructuring and layoffs.
They had some restructuring going on, like not very long
like
ago.
6 months ago or something like that.
And then just sort of suddenly said, "That's it, we're done."
Yeah. So they are shutting down their TV studio and laying off a bunch more people again, unfortunately. It will cease operations at the end of the week. And President Nicole Clemens and Paramount CEO or co-CEO George Cheeks told some staff Tuesday.
Today.
Yeah, this morning.
Today.
So this is like really fresh news. Clemens will exit the company and all current series projects in development, including Reacher, Apple's Time Bandits, and the upcoming Cross at Prime Video, will move over to their CBS Studios umbrella.
Again,
So
I'm sorry for people losing their jobs.
yeah,
From a production standpoint, all the stuff that's out there, like I saw a Reacher, I'm like, oh! But
Mhm.
nothing's in danger. It's just all, it's all CBS now.
Yeah.
Okay. I can live
it
with
did
that.
say that they were going to lay off 15% of their U.S. employees, and that's on top of 800 layoffs 6 months ago, like you were saying.
Yeah.
But this is all in an effort to save $500 million in costs ahead of a planned merger with Skydance.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it's sucks, but Yeah, Clemens wrote a memo, and it says, as you're all aware, Paramount Global has made the difficult decision to close Paramount Television Studios as part of the company's broader restructuring plans. This has been a challenging and transformative time for the entire industry, and sadly, our studio is not immune. Over the past 11 years, PTBS has weathered seemingly insurmountable obstacles through a combination of strength, determination, and unwavering commitment. We met these challenges with incredible resilience, creativity, and passion for what we do, and I could not be prouder of our team.
So, and I'm sure this is a question that a lot of people want to know is, what kind of severance is she getting?
Yeah. Golden parachute, no doubt.
It wouldn't be the kind that you or I would get.
No.
Oh yeah, it wasn't bad. They just asked why, and they had Mounties there, which was so cool for me to see a few of them.
Nice.
Were they wearing the red serge and the riding boots and the Stetson hats?
Probably.
Because that's ceremonial stuff. They don't wear that every day, right? Like,
yeah, it's not like the palace guards over in England.
No,
with their fuzzy hats.
The Beefeater hat.
Yeah,
the Beefeater hat. Yeah, we have those here too. You know.
Do we?
We do. Yeah, the Governor General's foot guards.
Fair enough.
Wear those. Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, the red shirt and the big hat. That's cool.
Nice.
That's very cool. The red surge.
But that does bring us to our final item of the night. So if anybody wanted to call in on the WhatsApp.
Oh, yeah. So if you any entertainment news that caught your eye this week that we didn't talk about, or any of the stories that we didn't elaborate enough, this is your last call for last call.
Mm-hmm.
It was a training exercise from my understanding. Oh, very cool.
That would make sense then.
Very cool.
But
well then, moving on, I guess.
Yeah.
It is that time of the show where Andy, he's out in the aisles. He is hunting for you and I so that we can save a few dollars with this week's toy hunting tip at Dollarama.
So this week we got some new stuff. First up, we have Zuru Smashers Dino Island. These are the eggs where you smash them and build your own dinosaur. They're selling for $5, and regular retail is $21.96 on Amazon. So you're saving like 75%.
That's quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. The other one that's showing up is Top Trump's Friends quiz blocks. So it's like a quiz game, basically based on Friends. Selling there for $5, and regular retail on Amazon is $36.67.
It's funny that this comes up. Top Trumps has been around for a long time. This has come up in my research for some of our Star Wars stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Some of the stuff that they reference goes back to like bizarre like art cards from the Top Trumps game. I just saw somebody advertise that they had a Top Trumps set in a collector case, and it was a foldable C-3PO head.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of themed versions of Top Trumps. Family Dollar has light up Gundams that are awesome if you can find them. Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
That's very cool.
But that is our toy hunting tip. So
we never get cool stuff like that. We did get the snap
together ones, and they came with a Build-A-Figure. We found all
snap
all
ships
six.
We had.
Yeah, we had the Gundam ones too.
Oh, we did have. Were they light up?
They weren't light up ones.
No,
but they were, little model size dudes.
Yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, that's another edition of Random Fandom Tuesday for this week. Anyway, tomorrow morning, I got ahead of myself. I watched the next
episode.
The next episode of Ewoks that we're covering on Sunday. It's To Save Deej, and I watched it last night in bed, and I think it may be out of order. I think it might be out of order in the sense that there's some character that is introduced that isn't really introduced very well. But I know they show up in another episode that is specifically about them. And I'm like, I wonder if it makes more sense to watch it the other way around. But as I believe the episodes are in the broadcast order, we are sticking with the broadcast order. So Sunday night, we're covering To Save Deej in our new less is more format. our less is more format, where I'm not talking line for line anymore.
But we still deep dive on the lore.
We do, yeah. I like to pull the lore stuff out. Oh, Deej, great stream, guys, as always. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. It's very kind of you. Joe Fan, yes, we'll see you all then. Okay, Sunday at 6, my friend. We'll be back. Hank should be here if he's not busy doing stuff in another province. But yeah, we'll find out closer
Yes, we will.
That's right. All right. If not, we'll see you again next Tuesday when we do this all over again here at Random Fandom. And remember, everybody, whatever your thing is, fan on. And for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
We will see you all next time. Bye for now.
Oh, and just one more thing.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
6 Eastern.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Eastern time. Eastern time.
So we'll see you then.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.